not bad! Norway!
Guys, I'm telling you, please carry, train, have your head on a swivel, be on high alert. The entire world wants to hurt Americans right now. And that evil is here at home and it's also abroad. And we saw a spate of embassy attacks throughout the Mideast last weekend and all throughout the week. Embassies and consulates were constantly being bombarded and bombed. And now we're seeing that happen in Europe because Europe has now created their own caliphate wantonly, their own suicidal policies on immigration. Same with our country, by the way. I mean, it's hard for me to sit here and criticize Europe when there was a nail bomb thrown yesterday by Muslim activists in New York intended to slaughter hundreds, if not thousands. Thank God that these bombs did not explode. 6 arrested after homemade nail bombs launched at home of New York City mayor. That's a misleading headline. It was launched at an anti-Islam protest that was taking place legally across the street from the home of the mayor. You're allowed to do this. You're allowed to protest in America. And these bombs were glass jars that were filled with nails, screws, nuts, bolts, and shrapnel meant to kill the anti-Islam protesters. Again, this is America. If you can't protest Islam, it's not America anymore. Well, anyway, 2 Muslim activists, I think actually 6 Muslim activists, threw those bombs at the protesters. And ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't just Americans getting attacked in the streets of New York. There was Americans getting attacked in one of the more peaceful countries on earth, Norway. So in Norway, there was a massive blast heard at the U.S. Embassy and major damage done to the embassy. Let's go ahead and read. Explosion causes damage to U.S. Embassy in Oslo. Police hunt for perpetrators. The U.S. Embassy in Oslo was hit by a loud explosion on Sunday, causing minor damage, but no injuries. Norwegian police said the justice minister has launched an investigation. The blast at the embassy compound in western Oslo occurred around 1 a.m., sending thick smoke into the street by the entrance of the consulate section, a eyewitness said. Oh my. Police said they were searching for more potential perpetrators, with Justice Minister Asri Haas Hansen. Norwegian Justice Minister Asri Asa Hansen. Let's go ahead and check here. What percentage of Oslo, Norway is Muslim? Oslo's Muslim population is a significant growing part of the city's demographic makeup. As of recent date, the Muslims account for 8%. Nearly 10% of the city of Oslo, Norway is Islamic, making Islam the second largest religious group in the city. Oh my gosh, dude, Europe is so cooked. The figure reflects both migrant communities and Norwegian-born individuals with Muslim heritage. What are you talking about? What do you mean? That's not Norwegian. Norway's Christian. What are you talking about? Norwegian-born individuals with Muslim heritage, particularly from countries such as Pakistan, Somalia, Iraq, Syria, and Iran. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Concentrations of Muslims in certain areas and districts, especially in the eastern parts of Oslo, make up 97% of children in some schools. Their first language other than Norwegian. The largest Muslim communities in Oslo originate from Pakistan, Somalia, Iraq, and Syria. Additional sizable groups from Iran, Turkey, and the Philippines. So, you could absolutely have a sleeper cell in Iran. They're in Oslo, attacking our embassy. This is totally what this is. While official statistics may vary, depending on the methodology, overall trend shows that Oslo's Muslim population continues to grow due to immigration and higher birth rates among immigrant families. The growth continues. The city's increasing cultural and religious diversity. Here's your cultural and religious diversity. Explosion at U.S. Embassy. My goodness gracious. They're so cooked, dude. What have we done to ourselves? What have we done to ourselves? Are there any Muslim countries where the Norwegian population, where Norwegian children make up 97% of the children? Is that happening in Beirut? Is that happening in any of these, in any Muslim country? You know, in any parts of course, it's such a stupid question, but like, are there any Christian communities in Pakistan, Somalia, Iraq, Syria, or Iran that are growing at such a rate that it makes up 10% or 97% of school children, where we force them to speak our language and practice our traditions? The West is so cooked, man. It's so irritating. The moment I saw this, like, oh yeah, classic Norwegian name. Anyway, saying they deployed considerable resources in the investigation. It's an unacceptable incident, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it's unacceptable. Asra al-Hassani. The blast occurred at the entry of the consular section. Oslo police said the witnesses had the entrance has damaged. They damaged the entrance. Thick black smoke into the street. A high school student drove past. There was some damage to the entrance. The police said no further explosive devices were found in the area. So they're using dogs, drones, helicopters to look for the potential perpetrators. I wonder what it could be. What could it possibly be here? U.S. Embassy refers all inquiries to the State Department. Okay. So this is all over my timeline. You can see here, emergency vehicles responding. I'm looking for an actual shot of the entrance of the embassy. U.S. Embassy in Oslo, Norway. Who tweeted this? Who is this guy? Who tweeted that? Who tweeted that? Who is that dude? Thankfully, no injuries, just minor damage. Norway, like most of Europe, has been importing tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of asylum seekers. Expect more attacks. Okay, so you can see here the emergency response. I'm going to make this exceedingly clear. There are some people, there are traditions that are incompatible with Western civilization. If you're bringing people in from countries that don't have free speech, that don't have freedom of association, that don't have freedom of religion, that do not have the same cultural understanding of, I don't know, the way that women should be treated, right? Like, and what am I saying by that? I'm saying, like, as human beings and not as chattel, right? Well, then you should, like, not have those people in your country, like, period. If the country itself wouldn't make, if Somalia, Pakistan, Iraq, Iran, Syria, if the country itself wouldn't make a good state inside of your country, like, meaning if you brought all of Somalia over to America, if you brought Somalia as a nation over to America, would you want to visit? Would it be a good place? Would it be a harmonious place? No, it wouldn't. You'd have to build a wall around it, right? Like, it'd be the last place you'd ever want to go. That's how you should run an immigration policy. Immigration policy should be, would this make a harmonious state to live in for my country, or would it destroy my country? If it destroyed your country, you should say no. Thankfully, the Trump administration has been saying no. But guys, the enemy is already here. We saw it yesterday in New York. Pray for law enforcement. Pray for those who are serving America right now. Time to fix this problem. It's your boy Benny. See ya.